I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Yeah, Mr. Plummer, I will come to you. I will find you and shoot you. Und was weiß ich genau alles. So, auf geht's.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of guns.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Da drinnen gibt's was ich haben will eigentlich. Obwohl, nee, der Revolver bleibt gleich. Aber der bleibt nicht gleich. Jawohl. Schön goldig die Dinger. Super. Okay, weiter geht's. Hey, kostet alles noch. Chicken! Ich treff keinen hier, super.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it.
Ich hoffe, ich habe jetzt nicht zu wenig Muni, weil ich hätte durch den Tunnel laufen können. Da hätte ich dann noch Muni gekriegt. Ich hoffe,
It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
was war denn bitte das jetzt? Das muss ich nicht verstehen, was das jetzt war, oder?
Beefing me.
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's son. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Muni? Hier gibt's ja keine Muni.
If Daddy had lived to see Alfred Nobel's explosive invention, my guess is he would have told Samuel Colt to kiss his ass. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand, while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. dangerous, desperate individual. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. I thought I was some kind of hero.
Knapp. Und noch irgendwas aufzusammeln, was ich nicht gefunden habe. Sehr schön.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
Kann man nicht rein? Ist da irgendwas? Nee. Kann man noch diese Geheimnisse.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Yeah.
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Time to die!
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to Kingdom Come.
It's you or me!
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube. I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just honest, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Gegangen, der Erzähler hier. So, ja. Also ich hab's eine Leiter, ja, okay. Deswegen ist hier noch nicht angefangen.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I was determined not to give up, however. as Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
So, jetzt wird mal spannend. Letztes Hüter Verbrecher. Augenitz, Henry Plummer. Na dann. Schauen wir, ob den Henry gleich kriegen.
Ooh! Well, this day is just getting worse and worse for you. Hey!
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
What do you think you're doing? I can shoot too! I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out! Yeah, you know you can't shoot me.
Super.
No blood money for you today! How you like that? You can shoot, but can you aim? They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! Get out here! You ain't hurting me! In a million pieces! I can shoot too! I'm gonna blow you in next week, boy!
Well, that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Ja, ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen und den habe ich doch relativ dann schnell erledigen können. Ja, bis zum nächsten Mal. Dankeschön, wiederschauen und liked auf das Video, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Ciao.